You ever notice on the years where you make more money, your wallet still feels like it's on some sort of keto diet? Like yeah, you work hard, you earn more money, but your bank balance still feels like it's on some sort of intermittent fasting. Now sure, maybe you're bad at budgeting. Maybe your Starbucks secret side hustle with the amount of coffees you buy every month. But what if something deeper was happening? Something psychological. Something where the smartest people on earth fall for it every time. Let me tell you about the inflation illusion. Welcome to a series where we have you get 1% smarter with each video and have you take a break from all that brain rot. Let's go. So here's what's really happening with the inflation illusion. Now I assume we all know what inflation is. Inflation is pretty much the increase of prices. When inflation pushes prices up and your boss gives you a raise, your brain looks at the new number on your paycheck and goes, finally, I'm balling. But the same brain doesn't bother to check what your money actually buys now. It just celebrates the bigger number. You feel richer even though your grocery bill is doing a hostile takeover of your credit card. But in reality, inflation has resized the entire game board. Imagine you're in a video game. Your salary went from 50 gold coins to 100, but now you realize a loaf of bread costs you 20 coins instead of 5. You doubled your income, but quartered your buying power. Congratulations, you just got scammed by math. This illusion was studied by psychologists Idler Shafir, Peter Diamond, and Nobel Prize winner Daniel Kahneman at Princeton. They ran experiments showing that people preferred a higher salary in a world with high inflation over a smaller salary in a world with no inflation, even if the second option meant they could buy more stuff. Let that sink in. People actually preferred feeling richer than actually being rich. That's like wearing designer sunglasses inside instead of turning the light on. Okay, but why does this happen? It's because our brains don't naturally calculate real value. We judge numbers, not context. We love progress even if it's fake progress. That's why a lot of people chase higher paychecks, more followers, or bigger numbers, even when the value behind them isn't growing. We're addicted to numerical dopamine. Now let's bring this down to earth into reality. $100,000 in the year 2000 had the same purchasing power as about $53,000 today. This means if you've doubled your income since the year 2000, you're basically standing still. Sort of like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. Rent up. Groceries went up. Netflix subscription got worse, but somehow still went up. So yeah, when people say 6 figures isn't what it used to be, they're not wrong. This is what inflation is doing to us. But don't worry, you're not the only one that's falling for this trap. Big corporations do it all the time too. When executives say that they've recorded breaking profits for their companies, they don't take into consideration the inflation. It's a global optical illusion and we're all squinting. Now let's talk psychology. Your brain evolved to survive, not to calculate inflation rates. Back in the day, more was always good. More food, more firewood, more spares for hunting mammoths. There was no real versus nominal distinction. You didn't need a spreadsheet to know that 10 apples beats 5. Now fast forward this to modern life, that same principle is running today. So when your paycheck goes from 3,000 to 3,300, your brain hits the victory button, even if cost of living increases by 15%. Inflation. It's the same reason why people feel wealthy during housing bubbles or when the stocks rise so significantly until they go bust. We're hardwired to react to numbers, not what the numbers actually mean. So how do you actually get out of this illusion? Let me tell you about it. Here are 4 steps that you can take to get out of this inflation illusion. Step 1, stop chasing nominal values. That's a number before inflation, before reality checks, before logic. Step 2, start tracking real value. Ask yourself, what can your income buy this year compared to last year? If the answer is less, you didn't get richer, you just got a more shiny paycheck. Step 3, invest in assets that grow over time. Things like stock, property, or skills that grow over time. These beat inflation while real money shrinks. And finally, step 4, adjust your brain. Celebrate value growth, not number growth. Otherwise, you'll just be celebrating 0. Because if you don't see money through inflation illusion, you'll always stay in the same place, sort of like a hamster running in a Louis Vuitton hamster wheel. So yeah, with inflation, you've probably been robbed, just politely with government charts and figures. Next time you want to know the true value of money and your earnings and expenses, take into account inflation. And until next time, like and subscribe to this video if you want to get more tips like these to make you 1% smarter every other day when we release a video. Peace.